Hey guys, welcome back to Healthy Kitchen. How are you? Okay, so today we are making another delicious recipe. Really simple, a great meal prepping idea. Alright, so we're going to start off here with some fresh tomatoes that I grew in the garden. So, super proud of them. They look great. So we're going to split them right down the middle. And then we are going to quarter them. Basically what I want to use here is only the skin for this recipe. And the insides, the seeds we could save later on for either a sauce or, yeah, pretty much a sauce, right? So we're just going to cut them down strips like that, turn them on the side, and just dice them up. And you need a fairly good amount for the recipe that we're using here. So the leftovers, like I said, all the seeds, you could all chop them up or put them in a food processor for later use. What we have here is some beautiful Atlantic salmon steaks, okay? So bone in. On the steak, we're just going to give them a quick drizzle here of extra virgin olive oil. Some crushed chilies, yes, some heat. Some paprika, some smoked paprika. Some kosher salt and cracked black pepper. And just basically, like we always do, just massage it all in. Let it sit for maybe 20 minutes before we move on to the next stage, which would be basically searing them off, okay? And what we have here is some red tomatoes like we had, some green peppers, and some yellow peppers. What I have here is some large carrots that I cut on the bias. Basically, that's going to be acting as our starch for this dish. And with everything else, like I said, season it up. What I have here is some Swiss chard. It's just, you know what? I had a little bit of Swiss chard left over from my garden. I thought, well, how could I use this up? So I literally had 3 leaves left over. So I said, you know what? I'll just chiffonade it, which is a thin slice, and we'll just add it into the recipe. It's flavorful, and it will give the dish some great color, okay? So what we want to do here is add our salmon in a preheated skillet. Just sear it off, get it golden brown, nice hard sear. And a quick trick, I like to put a lid on there because of the thickness of the salmon. And about 3 minutes later, I'll flip it over and just squeeze half a lemon on there. And then sear both sides. And then take it out. And what I like to do here is just add in my carrots that we had there. And basically deglaze with the other half of the lemon. Right before I add my salmon right on top, I just give it a quick drizzle of veg stock right before I cover it, and to finish steaming it and cooking everything for the last, let's say, 4 more minutes. Perfect cooked salmon for the thickness that we had there. Now, off to the side here for the garnish, which is our warm roasted pepper and tomato salsa. Season it, kosher salt, cracked black pepper, and like I said, I love Scotch bonnet pepper, so I added that in there with a few teaspoons of dried herbs, a little bit of thyme, and parsley. Now, that Swiss chard that we cut up, I just added it here and tossed it in with my peppers as well as the carrots. What I put here was a quick dollop of some fresh Greek yogurt. And you just lay your salmon, guys, for a nice presentation off to the side. And right before I serve it, I like to put a little fresh squeeze of lemon juice once again. One thing I forgot to mention, I did put a little bit of white vinegar inside of that pepper relish just to give it that extra zing that the dish needed. Guys, super delicious. I know I always say that, but believe me, wonderful dish. Thank you for tuning in, and ciao. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And these are the 2 dishes that I put away. Well, I had about 4 because I cut the salmon in half of meal prepping for the week. And ciao. Take care, guys.